Hey there, Stampers. This is Sherry Roth. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Canada, and I'm happy to be here today to craft with you, creating an alternate using this month's Paper Pumpkin Kit. I'm so excited. This is a really, really adorable kit. I'm just going to update my iPad so that I can see your comments. Here we go. Okay, we're a bit crooked. Let's fix that. Okay. All right. So most of you should have received your Paper Pumpkin Kit by now. And oh my gosh, the box even is so adorable with all the little clouds over on it and the colorful little image here and the rain boots. Oh, I love it. So inside, because we are celebrating our anniversary of Paper Pumpkin, our birthday, we got a free stamp set, and this is the, let's see, this is the free stamp set. So look at those little rain boots. So this you could stamp, it's 2-step, so you could stamp this so that you have florally rain boots, or you could use them just on colors. We've got some grass, I believe in you. There's some flowers here that you could stamp in your basket of flowers. There's a cute little bunny. And then there's a little front door kind of area. So this is a great spring set, but I think Easter, it would work well for Easter as well. And then the kit gives you enough supplies to create, I believe, yeah, it's four cards each of 3 different designs. And look how cute those cards are. And then on the back, it's got a couple of alternatives. And then it's, of course, got everything that comes in the kit and then the colors that it coordinates with. Inside, it gives you step-by-step instructions. Well, step-by-step photo instructions. And then this is the stamp set. Let me pull out that white sheet again. So in here, this will just help me so I can try to figure out what I'm gonna do here. It says, let love grow. Oh, I like that. No matter the weather, we're in this together. How fitting. You are capable of amazing things. Love, love, love that. And wishing you brighter days ahead. And then there's this little splatter, a couple clouds, a flower, a couple hearts, and then some raindrops. Oh, and then some lines here. Maybe that's rain falling down, but you could use that. That could be like a pavement as well, I think. So that's the stamp set. Then of course we get some dimensionals. Oh, and we've got some twine in here and some little epoxy droplets. So there's some that are round and then there's some that are like kind of raindrops. Cute. The ink pad that we got this month is basic gray. There's 1 sheet of these, which I'm gonna leave out. We've got 4 sheets of these. I've already pulled one out. Look how cute those images are. And then we get 4 of each of these 3 card bases. So there's this one, and these are 3.5 or 3 by 5.5, 3.5 by 5, 3.5 by 5, I believe they are. This one, and this one. And then we get some envelopes, and they are lined with these 3 different colors. So fun. Okay, so let me tuck this stuff back in here. I'll keep the stamp sets out. I'll keep that out. Oh, maybe I'll keep the dimensionals out as well. Okay, so I've gone ahead. Okay, let me catch up on the comments here. Good morning, Christine. I know, this kit is super adorable. Oh, and you've sent some cards already to isolated family members. That's awesome. Mary Liz says she loves this Paper Pumpkin Kit and can't wait to play this weekend. Mary Liz asks, curious, do all stamps from the Paper Pumpkin fit the original block we get in the first kit? Wondered about the door one. Okay, well, the original block, it's this size. It's just a little thinner, and yes, it will fit. I think they try to make sure that it does because they know that some stampers will only have the 1 block. So I think that's one of the things that they try to do every month is make sure that all of the stamps will fit on that original size block. Good question, Mary Liz. Okay, so I've gone ahead and separated one of those sheets of die cuts, and I'm just going to, because we only got one sheet of this, I'm just going to pop out a cup, one of each of these things, and then I'll set that aside. This just helps me see kind of what's in the kit. Good morning, Sue. And then I've also pulled out one of each of the envelopes, one of each of the cards, the coordinating colored cardstock. There's lots of cardstock that coordinates with this kit. Lots and lots. So I just pulled out scraps of all of the colors. I don't know if I'll use any of these, or maybe I'll use some of them. I'm not sure. I kind of have an idea of the project that I want to make. So I just pulled out kind of several things. Some of them I will use, some of them I won't. I also thought that this DSP, this is the Pleased as Punch DSP. So this, actually this particular pattern was what came to mind, was this raindrop pattern. Oh, sorry, I bumped the camera. That I thought this would be perfect with this stamp set, and Balmy Blue is one of the colors that coordinates. And then I also thought that this pattern might work really well. Actually, I think any of the patterns that are in here would work really well. I think really the only color, I mean, there's no purple in this kit. But if you're just using the stamps, then you could easily make that work for you. Okay, so I pulled this out in case I wanted to incorporate that somehow. And then I pulled out 2 sheets of 12 by 12, one in basic gray and one in whisper white. And I might need to pull out some more cardstock, full sheets, because I think I'm going to make a sampler. I thought it would be kind of fun to make a sampler out of this because the images and the die cuts are just really, really adorable. And I didn't want to do one that said spring because I already have one that says spring. I didn't want to do one that's specifically for Easter. So I thought it might be kind of cool to do one that has the word grow in big letters and then let love in smaller letters. So the title of the sampler would be Let Love Grow. I thought that would be really cute with these kind of fun images. And it is kind of still more spring themed, but it just says something a little bit different. Okay, so that's kind of where I'm going with this morning. But first, let's create some of our blocks. I guess I need a paper cutter. Okay, I've got my little mini paper cutter here. Hey, Rhonda. Okay, so I'm just gonna trim off these card fronts because I think these will be some of the little shapes that are on my sampler. I may cut them down or I might leave them the size that they are. I'm gonna play around with it a little bit. Okay, so I'll set those aside. Let's see what we've got here. So we've got that. We've got that. Okay, so I want to do, okay, let's see what we've got. So inside of these envelopes, I looked and the pattern continues all the way down. So I actually have this size of patterned paper on the inside of the envelopes. If you wanted to stick with just the kit, okay, I think that might be a little bit too much. I could do the yellow or I could do the pink. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, I'm just looking at the embellishments. I really liked how they did that. That was so cute. Okay, I think I'm gonna do the, oh, but will the pink be too much? No, I'm gonna do the pink. Okay, so I'm gonna carefully open my envelope. Carefully as I tear it. It really doesn't matter for the front of the envelope, it's the back of the envelope that I wanna be careful of. Okay, so now I'm going to, actually I'm gonna need my bigger paper cutter for this. Hello, Kathy. Okay, so for those of you who are joining us, just joining us, I am creating with this month's adorable paper pumpkin kit. So adorable. And I'm going to create a little sampler. Okay, let's cut this. Okay, so now I need 3.5 by 5. I need to cut a little bit off this bottom. Let's trim this off first. So this is a little ragged on the bottom, so I'm gonna trim that at 3.5 inches. Good morning, Shirley. And then, oh, it's not 5 inches. Why is it not 5 inches? What size are these cards? How is the envelope not, did I cut off? I cut off too much. Oh well, that's okay. We can do a mat. Okay. All right, so I might have to trim that down a little bit more to make an even mat all the way around, but we'll make it work. Okay. And over here for now. And then we've got this one. Not sure, do I want to use this one? So this will go like this. This I'll cut off so that it's even. And then this one, I can make it into a square, and then we could just have a little sampler, just like that. I think that'll work. Okay, so let me grab my ruler. So this is 3.5 inches. So I'm gonna cut this down to 3.5 inches so that I've got a square, and this down to 3.5 inches. Like that. And then this guy needs to be a little bit bigger, so we're gonna need to mat that. So let's see, how big is this? I'm gonna cut this down so it's even, and I'll decide what color mat I want it in once I figure out what color background I'm gonna do. So that will have a mat, so it will work out so that it's the same size as this piece. All right, so now, do I want to put the word grow up here, or do I want to do, that just looks so cute like that. Okay, and then I've got these boots. Might be too much, too many rubber boots. These flower images. Oh, I've got this adorable little bunny. Okay, and then I've got circle, and I've got some tabs here, or some flags and labels, some cute little hearts. Okay, let's look at the stamps. What have we got here? Okay, let love grow. I think what I'm gonna do, the first thing I'm gonna do is die cut the letters for the word grow, because that will give me an idea of where I can add embellishments. This little flower pot might be nice. Okay, just depends on how many boots I want to have here. I really like these. If I don't do the row of boots, I could save the row of boots and I could do boots somewhere else, and I think it would be okay. either these ones or these ones. Okay. All right, let's cut the title first, and then we will come back to that. And I think I'll cut the title out of, now do I want it to be soft or do I want it to be, okay, I think I'm gonna go with white. Where did my scraps go? Here they are. Okay, and I did not pull out any white, but we can use the white from the card base that we cut off. And I'm going to use the large letters because I think 4 letters should fit nicely on here. So let's just see. G, R, O. Oh, no, they are too big. Okay, so let me rethink this now. Okay, let me pull back my design. Thought that they would fit on there. Okay, so if we did that, and if we did something along the bottom, and then if we did grow in the middle, I could do a narrower strip down the middle. If I wanted to put this on 12 by 12, yeah, it'll still fit. Okay, so now we need to figure out what color I want on the back so that I can figure out what color to cut my letters. So let me grab this paper pack. I could do that pattern. Then I'd have to change that up because that would be too much pink. Or let's see, does this green? Yeah, the green matches pretty good. I could do the green. I don't know that I want it to be raindrops. Let's see, or we could do this. That would bring in all of the colors. Let's see. I don't know, what do you guys think? I'm leaning more towards either the stripes or the pink. Sue says, Sherry, could you use the envelope piece to use the last alphabet letter on pink? Oh, I see what you mean. So the leftover, like this piece? Is that what you mean? Add that on? The stripes are going a different way. And I don't think, yeah, the W won't fit. It would fit going this way. Okay, I think if I want to keep this a little bit more soft, then I think I will go with the pink. So let's see, this measures, how big of a strip do I need? So these measure, if I do a, we'll start with a 2 3/4 inch strip. And if I need to trim it down, I can trim it down. Better to start larger and smaller. Okay, and then we'll change out that color, but let's cut our letters. Now, because I'm doing it on pink, and this is a little bit softer, do I still want to do it in white? So this will be, I'll take that out. Probably use yellow in here. I don't want to do it in balmy blue. I don't want to do it on yellow. I think I still want to do it in white. Maybe white, I have an idea. Okay, all right. I'm gonna do white and then have a shadow in behind. So I'm actually gonna cut the letters twice. Okay, so, now where did that white piece go? Here it is. Okay, so I'm going to use, this is the back of the card. Uh-oh, there goes my letters. The back of the card that I cut off. So I'll use those to cut out the letters, and then I think I'm gonna use basic gray to have just a little bit of a dark gray shadow in behind. Pop these out. And any one of these colors would work. Here's my paper piercer. I just kind of want to go with a, boy, this guy's tricky to get out. Oh, there we go. I want it to be a little bit of a softer feel. I love projects with lots of white space. Okay. This project might take a little longer than I thought it was going to take. I thought it was going to be pretty straightforward, but I'll make it work. Okay, and then we will take the, oh, let's see if I have a smaller scrap of the basic gray. Here we go. Okay, so I'll die cut the letters again in the gray. Okay, let's get this out of the way. So what have you guys been up to? Have you been crafting more this week, more than normal? I'm excited for my new class series to start on Tuesday. I will be doing another Facebook Live this afternoon, sharing another kit. So this is another one that I've put together that I'm gonna create with tomorrow on a Facebook Live. And then we start class on Tuesday, and this is all about using up what you've got, using scraps, using papers that you've had sitting around for a long time, and just creating. Okay, so I am going to just add a little bit of Tombow on here. Not really crafting any more than normal. Mary Liz says her week hasn't changed. Yeah, I guess if you still have to go into work, if you're not working from home, or if you're still working, even if you're working from home, then your life hasn't changed. Well, working from home, it probably has changed a little bit, but you probably still don't have a ton of time to craft. Okay, so that's just gonna make those letters pop just a little bit more. So it just gives them that little bit of a shadow. And I think on that pink, this will look, yeah, look at that. And then those will be popped up with dimensionals. Cute. Michael's now has curbside delivery. Really? So you can just swing, you can order online and then just swing by and pick it up? It's interesting how businesses have adapted to this whole situation. But you got to do what you got to do, right? Because I mean, they still have employees. They still need to make money. And if people aren't comfortable going out and shopping. Okay. So we've got that. We've got this guy goes down. This guy goes down here. This goes here, and then I'm gonna do the yellow. So take this apart. Oh no, Sue, you were laid off? So will they just when this all blows over, will they rehire you, or how will that work? Yeah, this is the perfect way to get things off your mind when things like that happen. Unfortunately, that's been happening a lot. Okay. All right, so we'll trim this off. Okay, so that was 4 3/4 by, this was 3 1/2, so I'll cut it to 3 1/4, 3 1/4. Okay, keep that. Actually, this, I might keep that too, might use that. Okay. So now this is definitely going to need to be shortened. Okay, I do really like the way this card is. So I think I might just recreate this card exactly how it is, minus the little raindrops in the background. I don't need the raindrops. So this is the card here. It's got some twine wrapped around it, and it says, "You are capable of amazing things." I think that's still suitable for a sampler. And then it's got a bow. So I think we're gonna keep that just like that, except I'm not gonna stamp the raindrops in the background. Okay, so we will take the twine and wrap that around. It looks like it's wrapped around twice, and then tie a bow. Just such a cute kit, my goodness. Stampin' Up! Really has outdone themselves lately with these paper pumpkin kits. And right now, if you purchase a 3, 6, or 12-month subscription, you get celebration rewards too. So it's the perfect time to get a prepaid subscription. It'll save you money, well, you pay up front, and then you get free product, and then you won't have to pay. You just use that redemption code and you can pay, you won't have to pay for the next few months. Okay, so that goes on there like that. And then the boots go on with dimensionals. So I'll have to move my bow over a little bit more. There we go. Dimensionals. Yeah, I wonder if they will have refills. I guess it just depends on how many people bought the main kit, whether or not they have any leftovers. Because they had the free stamp set this month, I would imagine more people purchased this kit because of the free stamp set, but I don't know. I think those are normally posted around the 20th, 22nd, I think refills are posted. Okay, that looks about right. Okay, so we've got that, and then let's see what greetings were in here again. I believe in you. You are capable of amazing things. Wishing you brighter days ahead. Let love grow. Okay, my let love is gonna go over here. So that might go there. So should I use the pink up there, or is that too much pink? Or do I wanna find a white one? Or create a white one? So they've got blue on this one. So they've got blue up here. The pink is too much here. White would be too much here. So I think I want my blue down here. I don't want another blue there. So maybe I'll try a white one. So let's pull that off. And I'm sure I've got a scrap of white here somewhere. Here's some more of that card base, another card base, so we'll use that. So far I have not taken, well, apart from the gray cardstock and that large letter die, that's the only thing that I've pulled in from outside of this month's kit. Sturdy. Let's try this again. That's better. Okay, so I'll just trim this. So that with the kids being home from school, they actually offered to make dinner this week, twice this week, which was really nice. Okay, so this I'm just gonna put on flat since we've already got conventionals behind the boots. Now they got it all the way over here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we've got that. So now I need to sketch this out, try to figure out my measurements here. So when I do a sampler, this is what I usually start with a sketch. So I draw my 12 by 12, and this is gonna be a little bit closer to the center. So this is 5.5, this is 3.5, and this will be about 1/8 of an inch. And then we'll have 1/8 of an inch here and 1/8 of an inch here. And then I've got this piece. So this will be 5.5, 8, 9, and 1/8. 9 and 1/8. So that's what this needs to be, is 9 and 1/8. And then this will be 5.5. This will be 3.5. Okay, so that's how it's gonna look right now. So this needs to be cut down to 9 and 1/8. And I think I'm gonna make it just a little bit narrower. Mary Liz says she loves the yellow flowers and the pink boots. Yeah, and you know what? I might, well, that actually might be too much yellow on there. Well, maybe I'll do the green instead. I'm not sure, because I would really like to bring in another set of the boots. Now that I've got the distance between them, I think it would be okay. So I might change this out because both of these have lots of yellow, so the green might be a better choice. So this needs to be 9 1/8. Or I could stamp my own boots too, right? In that other, the bonus stamp set that we got. 9 1/8. Okay, let's see if this looks about right. Okay, how did I do this wrong? Did I do the math wrong? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1/8. Unless these measurements are wrong. 5. Oh, I put 5 1/2. That's why. Okay, that's 5 inches, not 5 1/2. So that would be 8 1/2, 8 5/8. 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1/2 is 4/8 plus an extra 8. So 8 5/8. No, Sue, this paper pumpkin, there may be later on in the month you might be able to order a refill. It's still wrong. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we might have to mat that. We'll just leave it as is now. Later on, you might be able to order a refill. Occasionally, they will release full kits, but it just depends on if they have leftovers. Okay, I'm not quite sure what's going on with my whole math skills today, but okay, so this I want to stamp Let Love. Normally I don't struggle with those kinds of things, but obviously with all of you watching, I'm not meant to do math. Okay, so we'll put that back on there. I'll do the, okay, so this, I'm taking the Let Love Grow, but I'm only going to ink up the Let Love because I've got the word grow on here. Because this is photopolymer, it's easy enough to just ink. Let me move this over so that you guys can see what I'm doing. So you can see that I'm just inking the Let Love words, and I'm going to stamp it on my scrap first just to make sure that it's stamping okay. Yeah, looks good. So I'll re-ink that and then stamp it on here. And I think I want my flag to go this way, or do I want it to go this way? No, we're going to do it this way. Okay. Do it in the center. That's going to go on there like that. I'll pop that up. Okay, so let's stick our letters down. Try to get this in the center. That looks about right. I'm going to grab some mini dimensionals. I have some here. I've only got black ones. Okay, so we'll trim some of these. Okay, so we'll do the O first. Add some dimensionals. Hey Marilyn, glad you could join us. So I am using this month's Paper Pumpkin kit to create a little sampler. And it's going to say, Let Love Grow. W. Just keep going. So what do you guys think? Should I change out this to be green, or should I stamp the rubber boots? I'm thinking just to keep all of the images kind of consistent, because they all kind of have, these pre-printed images all kind of have the same kind of look to them. It might be better to just switch out that background and use all the pre-printed images. Because otherwise my stamped image will look a little, have just a little bit of a different look to it. Thanks, Beth. Okay. All right. Okay, Rhonda says to use the green. Yeah, really, the only yellow is there. But if I use the green background and use either those rubber boots or these ones, then that will pull in some more yellow. Okay, and then this, I'll use just a little bit of adhesive here and then a dimensional on the one side. Okay, there we go. So I guess I'm ripping apart another envelope here. Okay, pull in my paper cutter. So this needs to be, all right, so this needs to be 4 3/4, which doesn't quite line up. Okay, and then this needs to be 3 1/4. Okay. So we need a mat for behind there. Okay, so let's see. It's almost a bit too big. The new cutter does work really well, Reg. Okay, so we've got that, or we could do this. Oh, I see. They've got the flowers coming out of the boots like that. I do really like the boots on this side, but these boots are pointing the wrong way. Okay, what images do we have? Do I want to stamp some clouds on the background? I don't think I do. I've got these flowers. I've got this bouquet. I could stamp this bouquet over here. Do the front door. I wonder if the bouquet would fit on this. Not quite, but I could bring in another. Okay, I need some ideas here. So I've got this. I guess this wouldn't matter so much if I did that and it popped up a little bit higher. So then I wouldn't use those. I could use this with a little, let's see, little, trying to figure out which way this goes here. Maybe like that. With something stamped in here, and then I need to do something else with this little bunny. So let's see what we've got. We can stamp some, maybe the bunny with the Easter basket, or with the flower basket, to bring some flowers up here. Mary Liz says, could you trim the flowers off the pink boots? I'd end up cutting into the boots, but I think it's okay if they stick up higher. I actually don't mind that, because it's not like it's going to be tucked into an envelope, and there will be a mat around here as well. Okay, so I need something to stamp on here. I believe in you here. What other greetings do we have? This is perfect for on here. Okay, so this says, no matter the weather, we're in this together. So this would be perfect on here, right on that circle. So I'm going to use the basic gray ink. Stamp this right in the center. This is one of the circles that that's from the die cuts. Okay, so I'm going to pop that up using dimensionals. And then I'll add the flowers. So that'll be right in the center. And then the flowers around the outside. Thanks, Shauna. Mary Liz, you like the flowers as is too? Like these flowers? Yeah. Okay, there we go. These I will pop up. Gonna go right here like that. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, so before we go any further, let's figure out, do I want to put this on white? Gotta figure out that bunny card too. Let's see, we've got, do that pink. That's a lot of pink though. The size is perfect though. It's funny how that works. So I could do that, or let's try the balmy blue, because we can pull in some blue. Oh, I don't like the blue with the green. No, that one's definitely out. We could do, nope, gray washes it out. Let's try the grapefruit, maybe. Sorry, are you guys seeing this whole thing? I don't like that. Don't like that one either. Let's try yellow. That's too much. Okay, I don't know that I'm gonna like this one either. Nope, I think it's gotta be the pink. It must be a sign that this scrap that I pulled out is exactly the size that I need. It's got a big hole in it and I'm covering it over. I think it's definitely got to be the pink. Unless I do this whole thing on basic gray and I mat it in white. So, no, I don't think I'm gonna like that. That's too dark. Okay, all right, so we will mat it on the pink. So this is a piece of petal pink and it probably measures 3.5 inches by 5 inches. Okay. You know what? I don't know that I'm gonna mat this one. I'm okay with it being just a little bit short because it's an odd size, a different size than all the rest. I think it works, so I don't think I'm gonna mat that. But what I do wanna figure out is, do I wanna cut a white mat so that I have a little bit of a white border around the edges, so it would be like this. So 1/8 of an inch, and I'd have to really check my math before I cut into that. Like this. Welcome, Amy. We're just crafting with this month's paper pumpkin kit. And then I would do just a little bit of gray and then little bit of white or gray around the edge, and then do a bigger white border like that. What do you guys think? Or do I want to do, if I did just a thin gray border, let's move this bunny for now. Thin gray border, and then with just a wider white border. Oh, I actually don't mind it like that. I think I like it like that. It's almost too much white. I don't know, what do you guys think? Which way? With the 2 layers of white or just with the 1 layer of white? So 1 layer of white is just the white background. Okay, everybody's, yeah, okay. This way? All right, it conserves cardstock too if I do it this way. Okay, so now I need to do my math and I need to get it right this time because I don't want to cut into a 12 by 12 gray piece with the wrong measurements. So, grab my ruler. Okay, so I need 1/8 of an inch here. And then we've got, so we're at 5 1/8, and then we leave another 1/8 of an inch. That's 5 1/2. That's 8 3/4. 8 7/8. Okay, and then if we do it this way, one eighth, 1/8, 1/8, and then another 1/8 by 10. Okay. All right, so let's set this aside. 8 7/8 is bigger than 8 1/2, so I can't cut it from an 8 1/2. Okay, so 8 7/8 by 10. 8 7/8. Oh, you overslept, Shauna? Well, we're crafting with this month's paper pumpkin kit. We're making a little sampler. Okay, now I'm gonna grab my quilting ruler because I love this ruler for measuring. So I'm gonna line it up so that it's 1/8 of an inch from the bottom. And I'll start sticking everything down. So then I'm gonna go 1/8 of an inch in. And then this guy. And I can still add more embellishments and everything on. I'll just get everything all set up. I did it wrong again. What the heck is going on? Seriously, what is the matter with my math today? Why is that so much bigger? Okay, let's hope that this works up here. Look at this, it's too... Okay, this I don't mind if there's a bigger gap in there. Okay, I guess I can just trim this edge. I'll line it up with this one. I know it's a gorgeous kit, isn't it, Shauna? Okay, so 1/8 of an inch. And 1/8 of an inch in from this side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm making sure that it's 1/8 of an inch from the top, 1/8 of an inch from the bottom, and 1/8 of an inch from this side. And then I will just trim the excess off of this side. I thought I had figured out the measurements right, but I guess I didn't. You know what, this is right. I bet it's because this piece must be off. Because this lines up. Now I'm not gonna be able to get this off. Oh, maybe I will. I didn't measure this piece and I probably should have. Yeah, look at that. It's 1/8 of an inch shorter than it should be. Yeah, it is better too big than too small. You're right, Shauna. Okay, so let's figure out what I'm gonna do here. So this is 4 7/8 by 3 1/2. So the height is the right width. So if I stick this, if I center this in between these two marks, you know what? I don't think anybody's gonna notice. We're just gonna move it over so it's centered. I'm the only one, well, and you guys will know that it's like that, but I don't think anybody else who's looking at it will ever notice. So it will have a little bit of a bigger gap in here than up here, but around the edges it will be the same. So all is good. We just moved it over. And then this guy's going to get centered in here. So I'm just making sure that it's even between these two rows and then an even distance on either side here. Okay. And then stick it on here. So if this was 10 inches up and down, I'd have 1 inch on the bottom and 1 inch on the top. This is 12 inches. And then one and a half, and a little bit in between. Okay. All right, so it's just in between 1.5 and 1 5/8 on either side, if anybody's replicating this. And then 1 inch from the top and the bottom. Oh, that looks so pretty. Okay, so now we gotta add some finishing touches here. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with my bunny. And then I wanna add something across here. And maybe I will use some of these cute little dots. I don't know that I wanna use, well, I could use rain dots up here. I could add some raindrops up there. And then some of the enamel dots, the clear enamel dots down here. You know what? I swear by this ruler, Shauna. I love, love, love this ruler for scrapbooking and for bigger things like this. When you're trying to line it up in 2 different directions at the same time, this is perfect. Thank you, Sue. Okay, so let's see. Gotta do something up here because that bunny kind of gets lost in there. I don't want to add any more boots. Could add, should I add the I believe in you? Or should I find some, I've kind of got 3 words like all on this side. But that could be my thing. I add words to every one. Okay, oh, I've got these little hearts too. And I cut out, or I found these little leaves. I don't know if I'm gonna use those. But I have these little hearts that were cut from the kit. Or I could add the bunny up here, or this up here. There's another bunny, let's see. He's facing the same direction. I could do a bunny buddy. Shall we try that, see what it looks like? Let's see. That way the bunny can have a little friend with him. I'm not sure I'm gonna like it with the stamped bunny. I could pull out another bunny from the kit, but it would be exactly the same, facing the same direction. Well, this guy's facing the same direction, but at least he's sitting in a different position. Okay, let's grab this white scrap again. Grab my petal pink blend and add just a little pink to his ear. Okay, so let's fussy cut him and see what he looks like. Bunny Buddy's perfect. Kind of has a nice ring to it, hey? Okay. So is everybody on here? Hey Kevin, is everybody on here, Paper Pumpkin subscriber? Sue, I'm thinking that because you were asking if this kit is still available, you might not have this month's kit. Is that right? how about everybody else? I know several of you are. For me, it's all about missing out. I don't want to miss out on anything. So I subscribe and have since the beginning because I don't want to miss out on a fabulous kit like this. It's terrible, hey? All about the FOMO. Okay, not sure I like those hearts. Well, I don't know, that's kind of cute. What do you think? Do you like the bunny buddies? Yes, we always have lots of past kits to assemble, hey? And Shirley just gets the Christmas. Kristen says she thinks she's gonna have to become a subscriber now. Okay, so should we stick with the bunny buddies and with the 3 little hearts? Do we like that? Kevin always gets a couple extra kits, yeah. I think I'm gonna have to start doing that, picking up a couple extra kits because they are so cute. And I get people asking me if I have an extra kit, so. Okay. All right, so it looks like everybody agrees that I should do the bunny buddies, so let's do that. Tuck that. I'll move it over just a little bit. We'll pop this guy up. Dimension here, there. We'll put the hearts on flat. Just like that. My daughter, actually, as I'm doing this, she's out in the garage setting up a gym for herself. She does some Olympic weightlifting. And because she can't go to the gym anymore, she's missing out. So she contacted the guy who runs the gym, and because he's got extra weights there that they aren't using, so she asked him if she could borrow them so that she could set up a little gym in the garage. She had to get her dad's okay, make sure that it was okay, and she has to build a platform to protect the garage floor. So that's what she's out doing. She's kind of going stir crazy right now because she's used to having lots to do. I'm just kind of checking to see if I can do just a little bit of something up at the top here with all these extra little bits and pieces that I have sitting around. So I'm not sticking anything down just now. Just yet. Okay, and then I wanted to add some of these little raindrops. They're so subtle, but they're so cute. I think we'll do 5 of them. There we go. And then I want to bring in some of these down here. I still might add something along here. I feel like this bottom square or rectangle needs something more. Okay. So I think that's a nice touch. But do I want to keep it with those colors, or do I want to pull in the pool party? I could grab another one of those pool party labels. Let's just see. Oops. Take that out. What do you think, pool party or the pink? Christine says her daughter is having an online pizza party lunch with work today. Oh, how fun. It's amazing how creative people are getting so that they can still feel connected. Don't you think? Like, I find it just amazing. Gyms are offering like workout programs online, and I love it. I love it. And people are crafting online together and just whatever they normally like to do. I saw a post yesterday where a bunch of moms were getting together on Zoom and having a glass of wine and just chatting and catching up, right? Like, it's amazing what you can do to still feel connected. Oh, maybe I'll cut a piece of this blue instead of using one of those labels, save those labels. This was cut left over from, I think it was the top part of this. Let's try that. I could sit here and fuss with this for hours. Okay. Let's see. Let's make it a bit shorter. We'll put this in first and this in behind it. Like that. Pink pool party. We got a few different, some people say pink, some people say blue. What if we did pink and blue? Let's try. We could add the pink and then the blue. No, I think that's too much. I think I'm gonna do the blue just because the three hearts there are pink and it's so close. So, okay, so I'll add that, just sticking up just a little bit, make sure it's straight. And then we'll do this underneath. Like that. All right. Okay, so I'm going to try to stamp I Believe in You just on white across like this and see what it looks like. Gray scrap. Let's see. Rhonda says, oh, I can never see the whole comments on my iPad. I am old and remember Sunday and holidays, everything consider none necessities were closed. Yeah, exactly. When I remember back when on Sunday, like grocery stores and malls and all that stuff, those were all closed. Now everything is open almost all the time. Just to show you that you don't need all that stuff. I mean, grocery stores, of course. We do still need to shop for groceries. But so much can be done online now. Okay, scissors. what if I did that? And then where is, what if I added a little bow? With this. That's perfect. It's exactly what it needed. Okay, I'm happy with that. Shauna says, oh no, what is the little gray stamp and, oh, she's talking to Kevin. Okay. Christine says, no lawn mowing on Sundays. Oh, I didn't realize that. I've never heard that before. Shauna says she remembers nothing being open on Sundays except gas stations and churches. Yeah. Neighbors would report you if you mowed your lawn on Sundays? Well, it is supposed to be a day of rest, right? Okay, there, and then a little dot of Tombow for the baker's twine, and I think we're done. I don't think it needs anything else. This turned out so cute. And apart from the greetings, well, and the little bunny, that's all that was stamped. I love it. Oh, I can't wait to hang this up. All right, let's see. Christine says, in Germany, no noise, no working outside, no car washing, etc. Wow. So you just basically spent time together, right? And that's the way it should be. We need more time like that. Okay, so I'm all done. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you have fun playing with your paper pumpkin kit this month. And if you didn't get this month's kit, next month, you can still subscribe for next month. The next month is all about, how did they word it? All about family, I think. There's a really cute little video that they posted. So I think it'll be really good, especially now where you can make up cards and send them to let them know that you're thinking of loved ones and send them out. So I'm excited to see what next month brings. And then be sure to stop by a little bit later this afternoon, probably mid-afternoon, maybe 1:30 or 2. I will be back, Mountain Time. I will be back sharing my next Scrap Your Stash kit. And this one is going to be all about card making. So I'm using 6x6 paper this time, and we're going to use up 8 pieces with this kit. So I'm excited to share that with you. All right. So thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, just let me know. I will post all the supplies that I used in the description above if you're watching the Facebook replay, and in the description below if you are watching the replay on YouTube. All right, have a fabulous weekend. Stay healthy, guys. Bye.